Hi guys, this is Dr. Leland. I wanted to actually, hopefully you guys can hear me. I wanted to go over the stats that I read today on my live. My PowerPoint presentation was not working, so I'm going to share with you that same PowerPoint today. Let me share my screen. And now you're seeing it, right? Hopefully. This time it's gonna work. Promise. All right, so this information, let me hold on 1 second here. We're gonna do this. Okay. So why Level Up Academy? These are the stats that I was talking to you guys about this morning, and it wasn't available because apparently I wasn't paying attention if my slide was moving or not. Anyhow, this is by Melanie Hansen. I'll show you the references after the fact. Again, 2 million people conferred in 2020. 49.8% of all college graduates earn a bachelor's degree, and 24.9% of college graduates earn associate's degree. So about 4 million or 20% of all college students graduated in 2020. The next slide that I wanted to talk to you about is this, which is basically stats on associates, bachelor's, master's, and doctorate professional on the degrees. Since 2000, we have 118. And if you could see here, right, the bachelor's degree is the one that's most sought after degrees since 2000 until 2020. It just keeps going up. And a doctorate, I mean, it's slowly getting there, but it's not as popular as any other degrees. There's several reasons for that, right? But that's not what we're going to do today. We're not going to go through reasons, but we're more likely just looking at the stats, right? That is provided for us. The master's degree has never really gone down. It has always gone up slowly but surely. Same thing for the associate's degree. It kind of plateaued, but it's still more than since 2000. But the bachelor's is continuously going up. So let's go ahead and look at this stats. This is the bachelor's degree seekers are statistically more likely to graduate than the associate's degree seekers. Let's see. The most numbers that I want you guys to pay attention here is that the number of master's degree conferred in 2020 was up by 1.16%. That means more students are getting a master's degree. 1.39 more for doctoral or professional degrees in 2020. And 37.3 more bachelor's degrees were conferred in 2020 than in 2010. Okay. Two-year institution average of graduation rate is about 31%. That means like your private schools, nonprofit schools, public schools, the schools that are only offering a 2-year institution, 2-year program, which is an associate's program, only 31% of their students graduate, right? College graduation rates at public institutions have increased by 15% since 2010. So that's pretty amazing. Let me go back. This is graduation by entrance rate. And basically, on here is that the private nonprofit, if you could see here, right, it actually has gone up, continuously has gone up. And the ones that are public schools also continuously has gone up. Private nonprofit is the one that is slowly getting up, and then the private for-profit is very tumultuous. If you look at the stats below, you will see that it was high at 23.9% back in 2000. It went down in 2002 at 14.7%, and then it was really low in 2009, right? This is among bachelor's degree seeking students who graduated within 6 years of college entrance. That means that these types of institution graduate students more than the other, and that is clearly here that the private nonprofits are the ones that are actually putting in most graduate students out there, right? The next stat that I want you to think or actually look through with me is the historical graduation stats. In 1900, college graduates nationwide earned, it's only about 27,410 bachelor's degree earners. That's in 1900. Then in 1940, it went to 4.2 million at 4.6% of US adults, right? And then from 2000 to 2018, the rate of college graduates with associate's degrees have increased by 28.9%. 1970, bachelor's program graduates a major in education. We have a lot of teachers. In 1970, it's at 30% wanting to be teachers in education. 13.7% were in business, right? Then in 1970 as well in here, the master's program graduates majored in education. So you can see a lot of the teachers here, right? And then it looks like the degree in business is at 11.2%. So business and education has always been the two degrees that most people are taking, right? And then 50 years later, we're at 23.4% graduates for the master's program in business instead of education, right? Here, bachelor's is in education and business was up right there. And then here, the doctorate level in 1970 is at 26.8%. Legal studies is at 24.6%. And then in 2020, doctorate and professional program graduates hold degrees in healthcare, right? It's nothing to do with business, has nothing to do with law, but in healthcare is at 43%. That's pretty high. Everyone wants to do healthcare. And then, of course, the legal studies is at 18%. Now here, if you look in the stats right here, you'll see that healthcare accounts for 12%, business is at 19%, and other fields at 28.5%, and then the rest are education, visual. So you could see that education has gone down. Not a lot of people want to be teachers anymore, right? So there's definitely a shift in teachers' information. Here you'll see that the most states that actually provide more graduates out there or produce more graduates is the state of California, followed by Texas, and then Florida. Okay. 54% of college degree holders do not use their degree for their jobs. This is a study done. 1,000 college students were asked. And that means that only 460 out of 1,000 says that their work actually is related to their degrees. 53% recent graduates are unemployed or underemployed. This is back in August of last year. And if you look in here in terms of how many high school students enrolled in college, it's about 61.8%. That's a lot, right? And 53% of recent college grads are unemployed or underemployed. 74.3% of criminal justice majors are underemployed. That means anybody who has a criminal justice degree don't really use much of their skills from that majors that they have. Here's the strategic thinking, communication skills, and versatility. These are basically stats on how prepared or well prepared are the B schools for their graduates. And the most things that they basically want to make sure that they have is strategic thinkers. They want to produce a lot of students who graduate from these B schools to have strategic thinking, strong communication skills, versatile skill sets, prepared to take on leadership roles. These are the top 5 skills that are up there, including, handling complex global business environment, being innovative, right? Technologically inclined, and don't require extensive training. So here's the top, right? Look at that. And if you look in there, the stats is between 20 and 2021. So it does just keep increasing in terms of needs. Now, the top 5 skills that employers look for is critical thinking and problem solving, teamwork and collaboration, professionalism and strong work ethic, oral and written communication skills, along with leadership. Military people, if you are trying to get your degrees, these are the top 5 degrees that you can do: business, criminal justice, management, information systems or computers, political science, and healthcare. Top 10 resume, right? Adaptability. I love teamwork in here. I love the emotional intelligence in here, right? And definitely attention to detail. Now, when you think about Level Up Academy and why us, it's because we bridge the gap that you don't learn from your college degrees, right? Called transferable skills. So you can be employable and sustain, right? Sustain your degree, sustain yourself in that job, and continue to improve yourself in your career and for yourself. And these are my references. So that's all I got from you in terms of what you need to actually do and what is Level Up Academy all about. All right, have a fantastic day. Bye, everyone.